All right, Marvel. These two are my favorite couple in the MCU. That rhymed. Spoilers for Agatha All Along, episode 4. I need a whole show dedicated to Agatha Harkness and Rio Vidal, Aubrey Plaza and Catherine Hahn, because the chemistry oozing off of those two, like, I love all the other witches, Patty LuPone, Sasha Zameda, etc., but like, fuck all those. So, like, give me just those two on screen, because I love the interaction between the two of them. And I feel like after this episode, it's pretty obvious that Rio isn't just a regular green witch. Like, she mentioned she's the Green Witch, but it's obvious that she's Mistress Death. And for those of you that don't know, Mistress Death is a character in Marvel Comics. She is the embodiment of death, and most notably, she has a connection with Thanos. Thanos did the whole Infinity Gauntlet saga to impress Mistress Death, and she also has a connection with Deadpool as well. And then also, it makes sense with regards to Aubrey Plaza, the actor, saying that fans are gonna flip out once they find out who she really is. And there's also talks that Aubrey Plaza's character is going to continue beyond this show. Why would that be if she's not such an important character like Mistress Death? And Funko also spoiled who the character is actually playing, so I knew for a little bit, but I didn't want to talk about it. But I feel like after this episode, it's now fair game because they made it so obvious. Like the moment Rio said to Agatha in the music studio, "You unalive all these witches, you get your power, I get my bodies." Or when she was risen from the dirt when they summoned her, and she said, "I came down," or up, because she potentially came up from hell, the realm of Mephisto. Or when Teen was dying, Agatha looked directly at Rio and said, "Don't." Like, don't collect the soul. Or when Mrs. Hart was unalive, Agatha looked at her body and was like, I didn't think she had it in her. And Teen was like, "You didn't think who had what?" And she was talking about Rio taking Mrs. Hart. Or the moment where Rio talked about doing her job and taking somebody from a person that she loved, obviously hinting at the fact that Rio took the soul of her son, maybe in exchange for Agatha sacrificing her son for power or something like that. She was obviously talking about Agatha and saying, it hurt me. I knew it hurt me because it hurt her, even though it was my job. But like every episode, I'm continuing to love this show more and more. To be perfectly honest, I could have done without the 70s version of Down the Witch's Road and had more of the character interaction, like them sitting by like the campfire and talking and learning more about their backstory. That could have been the whole episode for me. This moment right here had me so frustrated. I was like, Marvel, you're giving me blue balls. Kiss! Because I was just like, please, let me see the first passionate same-sex kiss in a Marvel property, especially between these two, because the chemistry. Because Lord knows, this unpassionate peck on the lips that we got in Eternals was whack. The whole time I was just yelling at the screen. I was like, kiss her! Kiss her! But Catherine Hahn is giving an Emmy-worthy performance in this show. Like the heartbreak in her eyes when Rio said that Teen isn't her son. And like you saw the hope drain from her soul. And again, Catherine Hahn is incredible, which obviously, based on that moment, he's not your son. That's basically confirmation that that is Billy Kaplan, the son of Wanda Maximoff. And when she finds out that this boy that she's grown to become attached to, not only is it not her son, but it's the son of like one of her worst enemies, Wanda Maximoff. That's gonna kill, and I'm gonna love it. I'm here for the drama. But I'm also play out like, what are they gonna do with Billy in the long run? Because technically speaking, Billy Kaplan, Wiccan, is more powerful than his mother, the Scarlet Witch. He's just very untrained. He's not there yet in the comics, but he will be. But I need the next episode like immediately. And I also feel like this episode kind of shows how this show is more than likely, in my opinion, it still needs more than 9 episodes. Like, I wish every single episode didn't have a trial going from here because like I said, I could have did without the whole 70s version of Down the Witch's Road, and I could have did more with them, you know, interacting and talking and getting to know each other. But we can't get that when there's only 9 episodes because they have to get through it. But hey, also nod to the show. Most of the cast is queer. You have Rio and Agatha, they're queer. Teen is queer, but then they also hinted that Jennifer Kale and the other witch, why can't I remember her name, but the protection witch, she's also queer because they mentioned with Rio, she was like, I don't know whether to be scared of her or to ask for her number. And then the protection witch was like, same. So I'm like, sapphic all around. Yeah, what are you guys thinking about episode 4 of Agatha All Along and just this show in general? Like I mentioned before, as of right now, it's my favorite of all the Disney Plus shows. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you're coming across this video, hopefully you made it to the end of this video. Watch, like, share, comment, interact for the all gay rhythm. If this is one of your first time checking out one of my videos, hopefully you check out the other videos on my channel. If you like what you see, hit that follow button and welcome to my Safe Gayven.